Okay. Greetings, everyone. My name is Shola, and this is Black Triangle. We gonna work on it. When my husband comes, we gonna figure out what our intro is gonna be. We're gonna have some music. It's gonna be some like nice pictures and whatever. For right now, though, we just want to share our story because we have quite the story. So we wanted to create a space where we could share and engage and, support people in their journeys as well, whether that's providing information or resources that other people can use, whether it's supporting other people in refining their vision and clarifying their vision like we've done and like what we are doing in the process of doing. Whatever the takeaway is, we just wanted to create that space and just have the opportunity for people to take whatever they need or want from our journey, while again having something and doing something that's fun. This channel, it's about spirituality, it's about finances, it's about family, and it's about fun. We seek to balance a lot of the things that we do, that work-life balance that everybody talks about. So anyways, before I start talking and like getting on my soapbox, whatever, like I said, my name is Shola. My husband's name is Mark, or some people affectionately know him as Akabi. And we have a 10-month-old daughter. She just turned 10 months today, actually. Her name is Zahari, and our family recently moved to Jamaica. Now, before we moved to Jamaica, which happened in April of 2023, we had a full life. We met each other during the pandemic. We'll give that story one day when he's here. And it's been history, what do they say? The rest has been history, right? So we got married, we had an amazing wedding. It was like a fusion of culture and family and colors and beauty and littiness. I was pregnant, but I still enjoyed myself. It was a great experience. Maybe I can edit this and add pictures. So look at the pictures of our wedding. Oh, it's so nice. Look at us. Yes. And then we like I said, I was pregnant, and so I was also on internship. So that's another thing. I am a doctor of psychology, of clinical psychology. I recently got my degree in 2022. A lot of the work that I do is based around holistic health and wellness. It is about spirituality and supporting people in their journeys, however that may look. It's about really guiding in the journey of creating transformation and supporting individuals in their process of transmuting and transforming the different experiences in their life so that it can add value and richness to their experience. I love it. I do it for myself personally. I do my best to. And I've gained a lot from my own spiritual walk. And so, similar to what I was saying in the beginning, I want people to be able to experience that as well, however it may look for them. I'm just here as a model and a vessel and a resource to say it can be done. This is how I did it. Let's work together to see how you can do it. Let's see how you can actually even help me in my process and my journey, because I'm still going. Like, that is something to emphasize. I am still in my walk and I'm still on my journey. So that's me. But yeah, so I was going through internship. All that to say, right? I was going through internship to finish up my degree while I was pregnant, while we had the wedding going on, or the wedding planning going on, and then we had the actual wedding. And then my husband, he'll share more about, you know, his story and like what got him to this point. But you know, fast forward, we decided to make the move to Jamaica. Now, in this video, I want to keep it brief and just kind of give more of an introduction before I get into the big move. I just wanted to say a little bit more about the channel and like why this channel is even here. Not that anybody has to know why, for real. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it needs some foundation, some grounding, right? Like, who are we? And who gives? You know, right? So, who am I? Like I said, I went to school for psychology. Before all of that, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, from Bedford-Stuyvesant. Okay, my mother is of Jamaican descent and my father is Nigerian. Both of my parents were raised in New York, and so I have quite a bit of a rich cultural experience, if I must say so myself. And if you know Jamaicans and Nigerians, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, rich can be defined in many ways. Yeah. And I'm grateful for it, right? So I have brothers, all brothers, 5 in total, right? I'm the oldest. I'm the only girl out of my sibling group. My brothers are amazing. I'm really close with, I feel close with all of them, and you know, with some I talk to more than others, because you know, everybody's growing up, we doing different things, we're living different things, or we're living our life and doing different things. But yeah, you know, big sisters, y'all know what it is. I love this. We love this. This is, yeah, they know who to call. So, I love my brothers. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. What else? I've lived in many different places in the United States. I love to travel. I am a writer. I am an artist. I am a painter. I'll say I'm a creative rather than an artist. I'm a creative. Meaning I write poetry, I write books, like I said, I paint. I also do creative designing for businesses. I also do creative designing for fashion. I have a couple of pieces from my own line. Still very much so a work in progress. But I am planning a festival that I'm really excited about. It's coming in 2024, and it's really based in cultural arts and, you know, just people coming together, especially people of African and people of the indigenous way, you know, people who are in tune with nature, right? It's important that there are spaces where we can come together to create and to express and to share our creations with others and to share our art. So I'm really excited for that. And I also create different wellness spaces that mix creativity and soul healing. So I have this program that I'm doing now. It's called Soul Art Saturdays. We meet every other Saturday for an hour and a half, and we do a brief meditation, we paint, we draw, everybody comes with different mediums. I have different even levels of skill within our sessions. Some people are, master level artists or master level teachers of art, and they come in and they take from this space and they give to this space. And then I have people who are just looking for something to do on a Saturday, or maybe it's somebody who has had a rough week and they're just looking for something to engage with a deeper level of healing for themselves. And we all come together, we share, we open up, and it's a really, 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 really warm and welcoming experience. So that's there. And we also, as a family, we are working on a couple of businesses together. I won't say too much. When my husband comes, listen, we gonna listen. There's so much. We have so much. But I will only do this in bits and pieces. There is no rush, baby. There is no rush. Just want to give a little bit. Give a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much me as far as my story. I also, like I was saying before, spirituality is a huge part of my identity, and spirituality is really just that connection to self, soul, mind, body, spirit, as well as a connection to a higher source, more divine source. And we'll talk more about that on here, especially coming from a family perspective, because as parents, we're working together to introduce our daughter into spirituality, right? And collaborating and talking about what that looks like, how we envision it, and also observing her and seeing what her attunement, right, to spirituality is just naturally, even at 10 months. And these are things that we talk about. These are things that we really value, and people around us know it as well. We also expose, because for both of us, we were exposed to Christianity as the base of our spirituality in the form of a religion. And I say that I'm very specific with my wording, right? Spirituality in the form of religion, right? Because spirituality is inclusive of religion, it's inclusive of nature, it's inclusive of philosophy, it's inclusive of psychology. All of those elements are spirituality. It's just different labels, different perspective, different ways of applying the concepts, the universal laws, so to speak. So we were both introduced to it in that way. My parents were and still are very open-minded when it comes to spirituality. They, from young ages, were also exposed to different mediums and methods of spirituality, and they had different questions of their own, and that laid the foundation for me now to be raised in a very open-minded environment spiritually. And so I remember when I was with my parents, they would take me to the Kemetic shrine, and when I was with my grandmother, I would go to church. And when I was visiting my grandmother in Nigeria with my dad, she would have church every day. 6 a.m. you better be up. Listen, drums are going, music is there, praise is happening. Hello, this is all the time, right? So, and that's Christianity, right? So there were a lot of different places where I had different types of Christianity and different types of spirituality exposed to me. or presented to me. Even, you know, living with my mom, at some point my parents split up, and so I stayed with my mom. And with her, she was also going through a spiritual journey. And so I remember going to, like, we moved to a different state, and, you know, I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with this. In moving to a different place where you don't really have a lot of connections, church is one of the main places that you can start to build those connections outside of, you know, places like your job and, you know, your neighbors and things like that. Church is a community space. And so my mom was really intentional in not only creating spaces that were supportive of her exploration of spirituality, but also ours. You know, I remember my brothers and I going to visit different churches. And when we first moved there, we went to like this huge mega church. We moved to Georgia, right? So we went from New York to Jersey to Georgia. And it was a huge mega church. And if y'all know the church I'm talking about, then you know the church I'm talking about. Very famous pastor, famous family, all of that stuff. And, you know, we were consistently going. I think I even went to like a youth class one Sunday. I never really was into the youth like classes and services. I don't know. I'm just like, give me the real. Let me decode it myself. Anyways. So we did that, and we went for a while, but after a while she didn't resonate with their message anymore. So we explored other types of churches and different denominations. And then when I was in college, I had an assignment to go to a place of worship, and so I visited a mosque, and, you know, that was an experience for me. When I traveled to Peru, I also went to their spiritual temples, the ancient spiritual temples that the people who were there, you know, would go and give reverence to their gods. So a lot of different places in terms of spirituality that we're coming from. And similar to myself, my husband also has gone through his own spiritual journey. And, you know, this is our foundation. And we are going to support our daughter in exploring that as well. All of our kids. You know, I'm sure they're going to be in different spaces where, you know, somebody's going to talk about God or Jesus, and then they're going to come back and ask us like, what's that? Or who's that? Or why are people doing that? And some questions we'll have clear answers for. Other questions will encourage their critical thought. And then other questions we may just leave open and trust that the answers will come as they explore, because we might not know the answers to some of their questions. You know, they may ask us things that spark, you know, I don't know why that is. Let me get back to you, you know? And now we are joining together in this journey of solving the puzzle, or figuring out this piece of the puzzle. So I love, like I said, I love it. I love the journey. I'm excited to share it, and we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna see about this whole editing video thing. Like, this is a skill. I may have to commit to myself to learn how to edit videos. And I mean, I've done it. I may have to commit my time. That's another topic. Committing time. It's not so much even skill, but it's like, do I have the time? Do I want to put in the time for it? I do, because I want it to, you know, I want this, I want this to look like there was some love put into it. You know, even if we're just here talking and there is no editing, there still is love. And I want to level up. So that's gonna be my task. When y'all watching this, y'all gonna hear me talking about my editing process. Looking at an edited video. Yes. That's what's happening. All right. Like I said, my name is Shola. I got a lot of names. My name is Shola, also known as Sola Ade, also known as Dr. Show. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go with yet, but we just gonna hold space for all of it. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning, and I will see you next time. Peace, love, and latitude. Whatever that means.